Okay, we couldn't hide any longer. Let's address the elephant in the room, or the dragon in the body. I suppose so. Ricky, what is the deal with you? I thought the Titan wear looked silly. You've got the dragon for a bobblehead, and your wings are patched together. You look like a dragon Easter egg. Probably at the best time to be bathing in blood. Oh, great. Hey everyone, welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. In the last episode, we entered the Bionis interior. We entered Zanza himself. And, my god, it looks morbidly beautiful. Knock on wood. In this episode though, we are going to go further inwards, and we are going to get one who wants it closer to the heart, as well as Laura Fear. However, if you think it's a straight shot to the finish, oh boy, you've got another thing coming. We mentioned in the last episode there are many twists and turns and many obstacles in your way. So much so that we're probably going to go over some of them in this episode. Because I'm not going to give outright spoilers, but your time here is going to be fleeting. So just like Agniratha, Torum Macon in this field, make use of this place as you will. There isn't a right or wrong way to go to your final destination, but there are going to be alcoves in which you are going to need to go into. Just a word of warning though, if you're looking for side quests, apart from the one that Vinaya gives you at the very start inside Junks, there isn't a side quest to speak of. The only real need that you have to be in here is just the things for Colony 6, which you can literally piss up a rope.
Yeah.
If you don't care about Colony 6, and I wouldn't blame you, then you just waltz on through. But if you're sort of a completionist like we are, you're gonna want to check out every area, every enemy, and every location. Is now a good time, Charlotte? Is now a good time? You can always just throw your gun to the side and help us out for a bit. No? Okay, fine. Anyway, now that's out of the way, and Charlotte pretty much let us die. Nearly. We have more. At the positive sense, for what it's worth, you want to get every one of these because they are very worth your time. They're a lot more valuable than what you would be initially believing. Dude, I mean, look at this. Just how can you not just be in awe of that?
Yeah.
And in some ways, this kind of reminds me of at the inside of a Titan. Hey, guess what? You can see where Xenoblade 2 got their inspiration from. Well, here is the king of the patrol routes, Dark King Goddamn Barbaros. This guy is a goddamn big boy, and he pretty much has all of the bells and whistles of his brethren. Every attack he has pretty much can knock you back. It's either that or cause hell for your time. The killer dive, which is his talent art, can daze you and knock you back threefold. Soul Reed, of course, if he gets left here. A Killer Tail is probably his basic of attacks, which can just knock you back one time. And then Ether Particles, which, you guessed it, can knock you back. And let's not even forget about that. his entire body can move you around on its own accord.
Yeah, like what just happened there.
It's just hellacious. Which one of the reasons why this platform is there and to catch up for, because just don't do it on one of those thin platforms. You're just asking to die. And of course he has Killer Sky, which can teleport everyone in the party should you be unlucky. Speed is actually a benefit here because most of his attacks are physical, apart from his talent art, and the other attack which doesn't do much apart from knock you back one time. This guy is pretty much, I wouldn't say he's the worst defender, but he's definitely probably the biggest reason why we've been tossed off the world so often. And unfortunately, I don't think he can be toppled unless I am mistaken. Nope, he will generally chain attack. Can't get broken and can't be afflicted by roly-poly or Demon Slayer either. But he is very susceptible to Ricky's debuffs, as well as Charlotte's fun the bullets. But also, I know it's gonna be kind of weird to say, but I just don't quite get it. I just don't quite get his name of like Dark King Barbaros.
I don't know.
It just seems like a weird place to have like Dark King. I would expect it to be more, I don't know, final boss-ish, mid-boss-ish.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just seems very weird to have such a title just be like that. Also, one of the benefits from a chain attack. Yes, you take damage, but the knockback effects or anything else of that nature remains ineffective. Thank God for that. Also, Ricky, you might want to get away from the edge. Hereupon living on the edge and hereupon don't care. Ricky is dragon, you know. And as one, we're not bad. We're not great. We're actually pretty terrible, but we're not bad. Zans will probably kill us all, but you know, hey, at least we can say we died, we failed, but hey, we weren't bad.
Ricky.
Ricky, hereupon you are making me nervous. Look, even just his bog standard attacks are pushing us about.
I know. Oh, I thought I lost the chest there for a minute.
No, heart attacks are plenty. And we still don't get goddamn Oddbrooks. And here's the thing. You know that side quest which we did a few episodes ago where Shulk did something for Ryan? It's technically not unique, but it is unique for its 3 slots. So take that as what you will. And the Empire Spike and Dark Sickle, the same thing too. The artbooks the Dark King drops are Healing Energy, Spear Break, Engage, and Demon Slayer. And also, just to glosso show something I forgot to mention last episode. The Victoria Gross. The artbooks he drops are Play Dead, Airfang, Shadow Eye, and Battle Eye. Basically, all the eyes and no mouth. Now here we are in the second lung. Makes me wonder if Shulk punctured it now, would Zanan's just go bye bye,
or just punctured the heart?
It's like, oh, I'm dead. Oh well, wishful thinking. Well, when my dreams come true, we gotta be active and act on our impulses, our impulsos, if you will. That's as great as a transitions I'll be able to get. Look at that, straight off his talent art. My God, HP steal percentage. That is essentially taking the percentage of your HP depending on your level, which is quite bad.
Why didn't I get a vision for that?
Because I don't think it actively kills you. I don't know.
Just puts you at 1 HP, I think.
Yeah. It's very impulsive. He takes you out. And that is pretty much his party piece, because he only has 3 attacks, including that one. The other one, which is Slash, which topples you. Funny, I don't remember that. It's a Pokemon. And also a unique art as well, which I haven't seen before. Vile Fungus, which is it causes poison, and also Art Seal. So his party piece is absorb your HP, and then afflict you with poison, which takes care of you outright dead. This guy is pretty goddamn bad. For such a minute enemy, which hasn't really been a problem. But look at though, he is able to be toppled in days without any spike to speak of. Teachers to be not bad.
What is it with Shulk in this?
Sure, not bad. Not bad at all. Shulk is mediocre. I like being bland. I like being normal. I don't know. I guess Shulk's just being more humane than Xander's left him. I'm not a god. I'm just normal schmuck. A normal Shulk schmuck. Oh, there it is. You got sealed. You got goddamn poison. You get. Luckily though, the art seal is just for one person and nobody else. So make that what you will. And Ricky also got a frame from the cell. How? And we get 2 odd bugs. Better than 1, baby. We'll take it. In case you need to know, he drops those 2, plus Power Effect and Spirit Breath. I like it. We missed a few odd bugs and a few unique monsters we killed, and we get them back in spades. Thank God for that.
Let's just hope we can keep getting more, and that means that our luck didn't run out just now.
I doubt it. I absolutely, utterly doubt it.
I mean, it makes sense because we got 3 rainbow slugs in a row, and we also picked up the black river bean as soon as we stepped in here, so the fact that we're not getting art books is compensating for that.
So what you're saying is, instead of getting lucky for our benefit, we're getting lucky for Juju's benefit. I'm not okay with this! I don't mean to be negative Nancy, but I don't want to benefit Juju in any way. Anyway though, we have a familiar Telefia, but one we have already faced before, if that makes any goddamn sense. He pretty much has the same attacks in which you've seen thus far. He can topple you in an AoE move, as well as just cause Ether, Shred Disturbances, as well as Soul Read, and just being a tank. But apart from that, this guy is pretty much just not threatening at all. Except for one thing, but we'll get into that when we get to it. The imprint for Seeker is visible. Well, it's illegible. He's probably saying, "Kill me now!"
Yeah, he had 2 of them.
One for him and one for this guy. Let's get to it. Cladstein Apathy. This guy is a quick hitter and pretty much a glass cannon. Think back to the high intertune between Lorithia and the Telefia we faced back then. It's pretty much a carbon copy of that fight. The Telefia, at the big one, is meant to be for lock-on and tanking damage. This one is the one that really does all the damage. But on its own, pretty much not really that big of a threat. Its sound art though is Arrow and its physical move, and it just pretty much does a lot of damage. You can tell, yeah, basic. I get Telepia Tail, which we're already gone over. Ether Scatter, which is just just goes, you know, that scatters the ether.
Yeah.
And Shockwave, which what do you think it's gonna be?
An ether attack.
And does what?
Paralysis.
Oh my god, it's like this guy's basic! It's like this guy is a simple guy in a carbon copy of this level if you're high into your boss. Which, in some ways, I can appreciate because it's simple and goes back to a simpler time when we thought, oh my god, Bionis was the bad guy the whole time. Sadly though, not the case. However, you just got bog standard defenses, you're pretty much good. Plus this guy does not have any spikes so to speak of. He's just simply for an attack, compensating for the bigger Telefia's defense. Let me guess, so how was that? Not bad. Since how that's been your MO. Unfortunately, even though he's basic, he pretty much is immune to headshots. And also he says regarding art books, nothing. We've got two we're getting two of everything. We've got two of Ryan's Gardas, two art books, now two of Ricky's things. My god. Anyway though, the art books the art books drops, Shut Down, Summon Wind, Last Stand, and Happy. Now that's pretty much everything that I need to do in the second lung. So let's get on out of here and let's get back to the interior.
And you notice that we came in the first lung and more in the second lung, but the third lung still exists, and you can still go to it even now.
And you know the weird thing is,
what?
The interior is all the same, but the music's changed up a little bit. And now there's Telefia in here. There's trouble, there's threats, there's attacks on someone's lives, and there's even a silly Telefia. But you know what the biggest mind-blowing thing is? The freaking Nopon is still here! Why? Why? I didn't expect to see anyone else in this place. You want to go up top? Wait, what? Whooshes up. It shoots you really, really high. Instead of what it should be is... Help me, friends! Help me!
It makes me wonder why he didn't disappear after we left this place.
How was he not dead? Or B, ran away at this point? Or how the hell is he just being like, I'm in my own little world? I honestly feel like this guy is a goddamn ghost. It's not an art sage of some kind, because there's no way in bloody hell, in context of everything that's going on here, that he should be freaking alive and be smiling. Be brave and try. I'm not brave enough, yet I'm still here in the face of certain freaking death. But let's just get on. Let's just get this over with. I know it's probably upsetting and probably disrespectful, but look at this guy. Okay. Now I'm kind of glad on this, because it looks a bit more majestic and more fluid in its animation. But during the original, if you threw a rock at this guy and he traveled across you, the animation was sped up, and so it just looked like he was waddling humorously towards you. So much so that we are not going to even call we're not even gonna call this guy by his name. We deemed him Mr. Waddle. Because he just waddles comedically towards you, and I just love it. Anyway, though, we make fun of the guy, and he's like, "No, that's it. I'm done. I'm done."
He takes his cell buddy with him, and then he's back at full health.
This is pretty much the same as what a gentle creature would do in Common 9. Just run away and come back replaced while you still got your art cooldown and your HP recovering. Anyway, Mr. Waddle, shoot me, I'm gonna call him that still. He has pretty much telepathy icons of the arse, as you would say. But you know what the weird thing is? He's still got the same goddamn arts as the previous one who we just fought. Nothing's changed. Soul Reed, Attention Seek, Adult Can, Ether Storm. He's got them all, so nothing has changed. The only thing that he has is Invite to Despair, which pierces and causes lock on. Even though he already had an attack which causes lock on in the first place.
Yeah.
So I don't mean to call this guy not creative, or just dull. But you could have at least given him like a type change. You could have at least switched his priorities. Maybe go for something like, "Hey, I'm an offensive guy now." I just find it to be really, really weird how they changed nothing about this.
Yeah.
And this is a complaint that I've got to address regarding Bronze Face as well, regarding with how Zord was and how it all led to Agniratha. But I honestly feel like with the way the Bronze Faces were dealt with, I kind of give it a pass because they're used in only a short duration of the game, and plus they're machines. They're meant to be like, autonomous and do anything like that. And you could say the same thing for the cells of the Bionis, in which this thing was, but come on. But hey, what do I know? Either way, I don't really care how boring or how samey your fight is. To us, you'll always be called
Mr. Waddle.
Mr. Waddle. And you gotta use that twang as well. He's Mr. Waddle. I feel so bad, says this guy. I was a high-end tier once. I got transformed against my will and now I hurt my friends. Let's call him a comedic name, Mr. Waddle. But I guess the jokes are over. Let's go to another unique monster, which is oddly enough and point enough more dangerous than that guy, because this guy actually has a freaking spike. But oh well, what can you do? Mystical Classidia. This guy is pretty much similar to a Nebula, which has a high physical resistance against attack, and it's an ether monster. Think Nebula, but just as with a more offensive type. The sound art is about causing pierce and put you to sleep, which sets up for life absorb, which we've already seen how dangerous that can be. Antibody the assault which combines you, and unique enough he has an antibody repair, which just makes him regain health. However though, if you're able to cut him off at the pass and just see us off or knock him down, then it really isn't that bad. And in case you need to know, his counter spike doesn't do any damage per se, it just causes physical defense down.
Doesn't he just do ether attacks?
You'd be correct except for one, the antibody assault. it's single tag. A single tag which can bind you.
So the physical defense down is pretty much not much of an issue.
Yeah, it is binding, which is the awkward thing. But apart from that, though, it's kind of just there. But a lot better than Mr. Waddle. And I don't mean to downplay this, but I get the feeling that they wanted to use so many unique monsters, but they didn't know where to put them. So it just feels like a mishmash of placements. I really no consistency or plan.
Maybe we should stop here for a while. Ricky feels tired.
However, you are going to want a few of these things, because look at that staff.
Yeah.
Electric Plus and Blaze Plus are stuff that can make Melia a non-stop killing machine. Speaking of killing machine, Wild Down and Serene Heart for Dumband, you bet your ass for taking that. For the Classidia, the art books are Blinding Blossom, Magstorm, Backlash, Electric Gutbuster, Factory though. Unfortunately though, we didn't get any of those. And Mr. Waddle drops the art books, which you've seen before. But also, we got Tantrum and Burnate, in which you can get. Oddly enough, we got the least common drops out of that guy regarding art books. So freaking cool, freaking badass, freaking weird. What's this goddamn nub on? What are you gonna do? Just bounce along and hope they don't notice? Oh well. Either way, Nopon, I'm sure you're enjoying your time.
He's still smiling despite everything.
I'm in hell.
I'm in danger.
Oh man, I just want to put Ralph Wiggum in front of him. I'm in danger. Oh my god. Well, he's definitely a bobbing sensation. I'm sure he's in a Sam and Gutter somehow. If you know what I'm referring to, good on you. Shulk, do you know what he's saying? Yup, I do. I know what he's saying. I see. Oh no, wait.
And just you watch that sneeze infects the Bionis lungs.
Haha, now Zans will catch a cold. It's a long game, but we'll win eventually. But I think we are going to call this part of a long game here. So, that said guys, we took out a few unique monsters and we went into the lungs. That made sense in context of this game. But if you like this episode, be sure to like it. If you don't like it, well then, check your lungs, because you might not breathe soon.
You might have bronchitis.
We sneezed on you is what we're saying. Wait, what? Anyway, if you want to subscribe to see more content like this, be sure to subscribe, and as always, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Shulk, thank you. One sneeze closer to Zanz's demise. We'll see you next time, guys.